If you are logging into my team today, this is what matters. Happy Saturday, everybody. Day 2 of the festival. We know even a little bit more than we knew yesterday. So let's dive right into it and figure out what is important. As always, take care of your daily challenges, take care of your exhibitions as well. Free rewards, very easy, low-hanging fruit. Season 4 tab, nothing new here. Just keep track of your wins in whatever mode you're doing. All-Star Team Up, you have 1 day, 22 hours at the time of this recording to try to get that done. And of course, the new Battlegrounds set has some challenges associated for a free Hall of Fame option pack. Really pretty easy. The hardest part will just be playing a showdown game, but you don't have to win. So hop in there, have some fun, and take care of that. The rest can be done quickly and offline. Just make sure you pick up a Battlegrounds player. For the Battlegrounds Festival, and for my new players, I know there's a lot of new viewers, this is where we really want to lock in. Every day, come in here and go to Challenges tab, and during a festival, which will run till January 30th, we do have the end date now, this is going to have daily new challenges. Make sure to get these done. It was pretty easy yesterday, but you do need to go in the auction house and buy a Battlegrounds player. Make sure we're comfortable using filters to get the appropriate players in the auction house. Any questions on that, definitely drop a comment down below. Happy to walk through the auction house. I know some of this stuff is really basic to some viewers, but there's so many new people playing this game, and I do get it. These menus can be a little overwhelming at first glance. But yes, we had one yesterday. It was very easy. It was associated with the Battlegrounds set that was just released. Not the festival players, but the actual set. Was able to get this done pretty quickly. It's just threes and dunks, rebounds, blocks, assists and steals. It's a free Galaxy Opal piece, which is absolutely huge. Today, it's just a diamond, but it's ridiculously easy. You can get this done almost in one game. I did a full lineup breakout game, and I put 3 Spurs and 3 Rockets on the bench. I made 10 threes with Rockets, and all the assists came from the Spurs players. Now I just need to go and get a bit more Spurs stats. So probably in 2 games, maybe 3, you can just knock this out in breakout. Gets you a diamond piece. So prioritize these 2 for sure for the next 2 weeks through January 30th. Every day when you log in, yes, there'll be some new stuff in season 4. Always keep an eye on it. Of course, there's dailies, but it's this Battlegrounds tab that we're really going to lock in on, and we want to prioritize these challenges. For the weekly challenges tab, nothing new right now. This Brandon Roy should probably be done by this point for most people. He is a good card. Try him out. Really nice release. Trey Murphy's good as well. So try to get both these cards. This is a card collecting mode, so we want to collect as many cards as possible because a lot of times challenges require certain cards from certain teams or things like that. So keep working through these tabs, take care of the challenges, and keep stacking pieces. And that brings us over to the play tab. They did give us an incentive to play All-Star Team Up. If you get 5 in a row, or not in a row, 5 wins with the same squad, does not need to be in a streak. So if you got some buddies, squad up, all you guys got to do is get 5 wins. It's probably going to take an hour and a half, and you're going to get a diamond plus 2 golds for every win. When you break down the math, I won't do the exact nitty-gritty, but it's about the same as a really strategic breakout grind. It's essentially, you'd get about the same amount of pieces if you just grinded breakout for an hour and a half really strategically. But they're making All-Star Team Up equivalent of one of the most meta grinds for pieces. I get a lot of comments, what's the best way to get pieces? It's really in breakout, either just working through these levels. Technically it'd be a little bit quicker on the gauntlet, and the true meta is just reset your run until this first game is a triple threat game. Play this first game and then reset it again and replay it. You'll get a piece for every game, and this first game is just really, really easy and quick. It's a triple threat game on rookie. You can make the argument of just going into breakout and getting a board on rookie and working your way through it. Could be arguably as quick. Of course, there'll be the clutch time and full lineup games, so you could do a specific triple threat board, but then you won't get the portal. I really think if you're trying to maximize your grind, get as many pieces as possible, I would do breakout board, all modes on rookie, and just keep working through, use the warp. Games might take a little bit longer, but from all the rewards here on the side, plus, getting the warp and either getting an exchange piece or maybe getting lucky and getting a player, plus all the festival pieces. If you're really trying to hone in on a meta hyper reward grind, plus all the challenges you can just do in Breakout, I would recommend that. But of course, if you just want as many pieces as possible, come in here and just replay this first game. It's a bit monotonous. But for my online players, today of all days is a great day to play All-Star Team Up. I do think Park is also a great way to farm pieces if you have a high win rate, because it's 2 for every win. And some of these triple threat Park games are really quick. You can get a win in there, depending on your opponent, in like 3-4 minutes. So if you can get a 6, 7, 8 game win streak, relatively quick games, you can definitely stack a lot of festival pieces that way. Just things to think about. But yes, keep grinding. Showdown and domination realistically for festival pieces are kind of the slowest. The games are just really long. I'm still working through domination. We'll play a couple games today and I'll just take, the 2 pieces I get from it. But yes, if you're really trying to hone in, today in particular, I would recommend, if you're going online, All-Star first, maybe Triple Threat Park, and then if you're willing to play offline, just hone in on Breakout, either Gauntlet or the board. With that though, of course, we do need to mention King of the Court. It's live and well, and it looks like Ty is on and hunting right now. I didn't see him on the leaderboard yesterday. He usually plays a bit more Saturday, Sunday, so he's in second. He's chasing I'm Just Edwards. I think he got a few more points than that last week, so wouldn't be surprised if he takes first, or if someone, it flip-flops, maybe someone even new. We're still way too early, but we're watching and we will be diving in ourselves. I think the rewards are worth it. I'll probably play 2 to 4 games. That's usually my strategy. I'm going to shoot for tier 3. If I get on a crazy streak, maybe get a couple good wins in a row, and I think I'm just a couple good wins from tier 2, maybe we try to push for it. But I would be happy with tier 3 in a nice pink diamond piece. And I recommend, if your lineup's getting in a good spot and you're comfortable online, this is a good time to test the waters. Try it out, play a couple games. We'll see. We'll be on live later tonight playing a couple games, so that should be a lot of fun. And let's head over to the exchange because it's day 2 and we know a bit more. So for my new players, let's lock in on this. Yes, as I mentioned, you come in here, go to the challenges tab, knock out these Battlegrounds challenges, play different modes. You'll be collecting a ton of gold pieces. Then we need to come into the market and go to the exchange. This exchange is very important. Go over to the Battlegrounds Festival. Again, for me, it's like second nature, but when I say it out loud, it really does seem like a lot of clicking, especially for a new player. They really don't give us a guide to come in here and figure these festivals out. But what you need to do is just keep upgrading your pieces. Gold doesn't really get you anything. You need to get to at least amethyst. 3 golds giving you an amethyst, 5 amethyst a diamond, and so on. You can see eventually you can get the pink diamond and even dark matter. The cards we're really honed in on, these top cards are just not realistic. I don't recommend chasing them and ripping packs or spending money for them. It's okay, but we have some very attainable cards. Realistically, for my grinders out there, I'm not sure if it's going to be possible to get Terry and Sar. I was a bit optimistic at first. Likely, unless you're opening a ton of packs, you may have to choose one or the other. We will see. They only gave us a diamond today. So keep stacking pieces, keep playing modes. I'm very excited about some of these dynamic duos. For my new players, I'd recommend knocking out those battleground challenges. And if you're really, pretty new, get Kuzma or get one of the amethysts, particularly Yang Hansen. Maybe don't chase one of the Galaxy Opals. It's going to be a major grind. You're going to want to be in a pretty good spot. So if you're just building your account out, maybe don't chase them. Just get a Kuzma and some of the dynamic duos. It's up to you. If you can make it to the Galaxy Opals, good on you, but it's going to be a bit of a grind. Even for someone like me who plays the game a lot, we'll see. I think it could be close, even just getting one with my Park win streaks and King of the Court. Of course, we'll have daily updates, but right now, even those 10 Galaxy Opals, I'm just thinking back to Winter Festival when they were incredibly generous. I mean, Mobley was only 5, Barnes was only 5, so I got 5 pretty smooth, but I'm breaking down the rest I spent on Ray Allen and Jabari Smith, and it was just around 10 total Galaxy Opals when I really do the math. So to get to 10 Galaxy Opals, it's quite a bit. That's going to be a challenge, even with how generous they were with pieces in Winter Festival. We'll see how generous they get this festival. So even just getting one might be a pretty major grind, guys. Just log in, keep stacking pieces. But we did make a choice. we're going to get Yang Hansen, and we're going to get him right now. I have the Amethyst pieces. It's, I'm still absolutely going after Sar or Terry, but this card is just too good to pass up. So welcome to the squad, Yang Hansen. We will be using him in King of the Court tonight. We're going to throw some badges on him. I'm very excited to use this card. I've actually had a lot of success with that Amethyst Max Renaud. We kind of bought him hoping to flip, and I just put one in the inventory. His jump shot is so smooth. So I spent, 10 Amethyst pieces, which is really just like 1/5 a Galaxy Opal piece, which is just 1/10 of what I need for SAR. So it wasn't a huge investment. I'm still hopefully going to be able to get SAR. I have my Galaxy Opal piece there sitting safely, and I'm just going to keep trying to stack those. But my advice for you guys, whether you're new or whether you are, a really solid grinder who's going to get the absolute most out of this, keep grinding, keep lining up your shots. There's uncertainty with the challenges, but the couple things you can do to really put yourself ahead: grind consistently, and then Sunday win streak, which is tomorrow. If you can get 5 on both Sundays, that is 2 dark matter pieces. That alone is what, 4 Galaxy Opals? I mean, that is halfway to Terry. That is 40% to SAR. So if you can get those dark matter pieces in Sunday, that's going to be huge. And then King of the Court, even if I just get tier 2 and get 1 pink diamond, that's still 1/3 of a Galaxy Opal. Definitely going to add up. If I do that twice, that's almost 1 Galaxy Opal just from that. So if I can get 4 from my Sunday Park streaks, that's 2 of them, plus like 1 from King of the Court, that's 5 Galaxy Opals. They already gave us 1, that's 6. That's making SAR look pretty realistic at 10. The difference between 8 and 10 is actually pretty significant. If they don't give us a ton of challenges with Galaxy Opals, to grind to get 2 Galaxy Opals is hours and hours of grinding. An hour and a half of grinding on All-Star today just gets you a diamond and a few amethysts, which is still like 1/10 of a Galaxy Opal or something like that. So it's a bit of a grind. Don't just think, oh, I can, get 1 Galaxy Opal pretty quick. Even just the difference from Terry to Alex is kind of significant. But we'll see how it evolves. We got plenty of time, 2 weeks left. Just keep stacking pieces. This is a great event. There's value up and down this thing. So even if you don't get SAR or Terry, these diamonds are really good. Definitely grab that Yang Hansen, who I'm very excited to add to the lineup. And just keep grinding and stacking pieces. It's a great festival in my opinion, so I'm having a lot of fun with it. Let's go over to my lineup and see what we're going to be running for King of the Court. I think Hansen will replace Ayton. I do really like Ayton, but it'd either be him or Mobley. And even though Mobley's jump shot's a bit slow, and yes, I'm off meter right now, which is an impact, I still think that Mobley just does so many things. This Renaud card's actually insane. He's really, really good. Was playing with him in Park last night. We'll look at him in the market. Some interesting things are happening with him, but I think I will start Hansen 27 base badges. We will add a couple more through some training challenges today and maybe just some actual badges. Maybe float game. I got to see what he's got. Definitely lightning launch. I might just give him Hall of Fame lightning launch. Go ahead. He's such a good card. I'm going to commit that. Probably needs like on-ball menace, even though he's not going to be out there too much. Such a good card. Slippery. Go ahead and give him that. I don't have a training challenge, so I feel good about that. We'll see with the other 2, but man, I am excited about this card. I will be putting a shoe on him soon too. So this is going to be the lineup. I'm actually really high on this Eddie Jones. It's a good example of just some people like certain cards. He's not, insane, but he's really good. And I was having a lot of success with him in Park. I just get his jump shot. His glaring weakness is inside the post, but that's fine. So we're keeping Eddie. We got a pretty good deal on him. I was looking at like that T-Mac at 1.3 million. I almost pulled the trigger and I got outbid. He went for like 1.5 mil, and we'll check in on the market. But it's cards like this I just really enjoy. He's not, not everyone's running him, but I think in my hands he's actually pretty good. I do need another point guard, but we're so close to Russ, so I'm just waiting. And then we're so close to Jaden McDaniels. So I'm feeling pretty good. I really like this Dave Cohen's card. And now with Yang, I'm like, let's see what this guy can get into. We were talking in chat last night, like if he was, just the same exact stats, maybe a few more Hall of Fame badges compared to gold, not even more total badges, just upgrade a couple golds to Hall of Fame and put a pink diamond color on him instead of amethyst. Same exact stats though. he would be hundreds of thousands of MT in the market. If this card was in the market right now as a pink diamond, he would be hundreds of thousands of MT. So this is a really good center. I'm excited to see how he plays. That will be the lineup that we take into King of the Court tonight. I think we might be able to get Jaden McDaniels before, because we're really, really close. We're at like level 35. He's at level 37. So if I can get 2 levels, we'll at least have Jaden McDaniels. And that should be an amazing lineup to run in King of the Court. We'll kind of run a committee of amethyst centers. I'm still huge on this Reynard card, super good. I've always been big on Cockbrenner, but at this point there's so many good amethyst centers. It is the season of amethyst centers, my friends. We have so many good amethyst centers. So we'll see. We're gonna have a 3-headed monster. If any one of them gets tired, we'll be popping the other one in. Make sure they all have badges and shoes here. Gonna be kind of fun to play with this lineup. Definitely looking forward to that. And let's dive into the market. It's really interesting. It's down. I'll be honest. Just across the board, the market is a bit down. You can see it just from some of our patented, cards that we use to monitor, like this Buzelis. He's down in the 40s for really the first time in a while. You can see here 40, not even selling. So this is kind of a good barometer. And it's an interesting time. I think it's still, one, day trades always work. So if Buzelis is now selling at 40, I'm looking to bid in the 30s. I don't see, here's one right here. I'll just bid like 27, knowing that I can sell them maybe even 29. I'll probably list them in the mid 30s. That would be my day trade strategy. But there is some long-term plays here. And I'll use Okongwu as an example. During the Winter Festival, this guy dropped down to 40K, literally 40K. Then we had that lull in content. There was no Winter Festival, and then this festival didn't start yet, and he ballooned to 100K. Now he's back down because there's a Winter Festival. He's kind of around 60, not a Winter Festival, but the Battlegrounds Festival. This is what's going to happen. This festival runs through the 30th. Through the 30th, a lot of these cards are going to keep kind of tinkering down, depending on rarity. I mean, cards like Nas Reed are holding their value in the 30s. So in general, the market's going to go down a little bit. Here's one at 30, and it's going to kind of stay a little bit down. We have the distraction of this festival, but the festival ends the 30th, and then All-Star doesn't start till the 13th. That's 13 days that I do expect the market to start trickling back up. So what I do for the next few days is, one, just hone in on the festival and grind. This is a good time to really grind the game. Keep doing your day flips. There's always value if you just have have your list of cards. Like, you can still trade Okongwu. His base price is now closer to 60. I'm just looking to get ones in the bids in the 40 and 50. You can still have your list of 10 to 15 cards. Just know that their bottom price is, one may kind of vary a little bit just because of uncertainty of the festival, but it's just going to be a little bit lower in general. Like this one, there's only ones listed at 30. I still think this is closer to like a 20K card, but I'll still come in and do these type of bids. There's still great money to be made on wild gems. Those exchanges are here. So the higher tier diamond or the higher tier wild gems are really crashing, but the team specific ones are absolutely holding their value because people are still doing Ingram, Karolinko, and Hardaway. So any team associated with these guys, those values are really strong, and it's pretty easy to search for them on bid. Just go theme, wild gem, pick the right team, not the conference. Like Timberwolves, for example, and shout out Maraf, he was one of the guys that put me onto this. But these are consistently selling above 10 to 15K. I mean, really consistently, like at 13. Look, there's only one up at 13. So if you list one of these guys at 13 or 14, it's guaranteed going to sell. Come in here and put your maximum bid to like 10K, maybe even a little less, and just come in here and bid 9, 10K, knowing you can sell them at 13. It's a nice, easy day trade. If you don't win that bid, that's fine. That's one strategy. So we have, wild gem for specific teams. The wild gems as a whole, I still think they're going to surprise us with a wild gem exchange eventually. We just have no idea of what it's actually going to require. But pink diamond wild gems are just in the dirt, man. I can't believe how cheap these guys. They were 100K just a few days ago, and just the lack of any exchange. I kind of called it. I said, if they don't give us exchanges, there's no reason for these cards to hold their value. So it's unfortunate. I know a lot of us were holding on to wild gems, myself included. I had 3 pink diamond wild gems. I got around 100K. At this point, it's looking like I'm taking a pretty significant loss, but I'm just going to hold on hope that they do surprise us with a wild gem exchange, though it's going to be impossible to anticipate what exactly it's going to require. And for the diamonds, they're kind of randomly holding their value, which again, I don't really know why. I mean, they're actually back down. I mean, 12K is crazy because they were at 17, 18 when there was still a little buzz that a wild gem exchange might come. But now that there's been nothing, their floor has kind of come out. And I mean, these are some of the cheapest diamonds on the game at 11, 12K. So at a certain point, I'm just going to be listing these wild gems for a loss. It's unfortunate, but it is going to be what it's going to be. But again, there is some value in wild gem for team specific. And in the future, if they do surprise us with a wild gem exchange, those cards could go up. So might be a decent time to pick up some pink diamonds. I mean, if you bought pink diamonds at 100K, you can buy them right now for like 50K. You could probably win some on bid in the 30s or 40s. Might be a decent price for pink diamond wild gems just to stockpile a couple of those, because I don't really see them going up above 100. I mean, it would have to be a pretty crazy exchange to get these pink diamond wild gems back up over 100. Might just put like a cheeky 30K bid on this guy and try to sell him for 40. But yeah, the wild gem market has kind of gone down unless it's a specific team that's really good because of an exchange. But some other things we can do. I'm still big on dynamic duos, and this is the year of dynamic duos because they gave us, I feel like last year they didn't give us so many really good salary cap dynamic duos. Because yes, not all these dynamic duos will be like meta, maybe this Kevin McHale one. This one could be kind of fun. Kevin McHale's usually a really good card, and that Danny Ainge has size at point guard. But even then, that might be more of a salary cap duo. But like some of these other duos they're giving us, this Dinwiddie one, he's going to be great in salary cap. Did they give us this many awesome dynamic duos for salary cap? Like even this one could be really good in salary cap. Plus we have the Queen and Fears, which I still think is the best one overall, in my opinion. I do think it's the most meta. But these duos will hold value long term, and they're going to be down now because of the festival. But again, at January 30th, when this festival's over, we'll have a bit of a lull, and there'll be other lulls throughout the year. So you can see Derek Queen's incredibly rare again. Sometimes these were in the 20s and 30s, now he's in the 40s. And this is peak festival. I even think his price will rise once the festival passes a little bit. There's a ton of good dynamic duos that are free right now. So a couple things. One, I'm still just looking for really cheap dynamic duos that I think these Fears, the same ones I've always been working, Fears and Queen, Kenny Smith and Shaq. I still think, Fears has gone down a little bit. I'm looking a little bit more in the teens, but I think he will get back to that 35, 40 range. Even this 23,000 one could be a great snipe. Same with the Kenny. I've been so consistent with him, and I'm buying anything at the right price. Usually it's just like 10 to 15K for this Kenny Smith, and I'm considering it value. Even this one I would consider buying outright, but I just have a bid on this one. And I'm confident that due to scarcity and over time, his price will rebound. So those are my holds. I'm just holding those dynamic duos and making a mental note of the new ones. Because once these guys leave the festival in just a few weeks, this Dinwiddie might be another card that we can flip. So if you can get really cheap Dinwiddies, not a bad idea. Same with the Nemhards. I'm looking at Nemhard, Walker, and Dinwiddie, and Jared Allen, and maybe some of the other duos, because they're pretty much all auctionable. So any of these duos you guys may know better than me that you think could hold value. For now, they'll be cheap because they're in the festival, but it's only 2 weeks, guys. It ends the 30th. And same thing with the market. The market's going to be, a little lower because of the festival for the next few weeks. But some of these cards will bounce back. We saw it with Okongwu. I think certain cards, maybe like a Buzelis, he's a type of card that could bounce back. We're going to say, dang, I can't believe Buzelis was down in the 40s. Now he's back up in the 60s. We've seen it in the past, but of course, there's always a bit of risk, and that's what we like. We like a little risk. Our ultimate goal is just to be profitable consistently. We don't win on every, exchange, but we try to win on the majority of them. So I'm curious to see, drop down below, what are y'all doing with the market? What are you guys seeing out there? How are you making MT? I'm always curious to see what's working for people. These are some of the strategies that I'm using personally. With that, it's another great day in 2K. Appreciate all the support on the live last night. We had a ton of fun. Shout out Tez. We played with him. I'll throw up a little highlight from the park. We got busy with Drizzy. Drizzy was in the chat. I played with his cousin. Check out that floater. He's good, man. We had a nice little run. We ended up losing to some total sweats. Then I got busy with David Cohen's. I was running some solo park. Had a nice little win streak. Maybe I'll drop a gameplay video. We did go on like a 5 or 6 game win streak at the end. That was fun. And shout out Tez, man, a new viewer, new to the game. Some of the stuff I'm walking through today is for viewers just like him. They're picking up the game. He told me, he's like, man, the menus are a little confusing. Not even aware of all the challenges. I see people using free agent cards in park. I'm like, look, guys, there's a better way. There's a lot of good cards. It's a festival right now, so there's just a ton of good cards that are really attainable. So keep grinding, guys. Keep being positive impacts on the NBA 2K community. If you play against someone who needs a little help, hop on the mic and help them out. Let them know about the Big D Guru channel. Hopefully these videos do help people just understand this mode a little better. And I hope you all have a great Saturday. Good luck out on the court if you're playing King of the Court or All-Star Team Up. Maybe I'll see some of you guys out there. Hop on the mic and say what up. But for now, much love and peace.